Now, hundreds of people lined the streets in the village of Donington on Maine on Saturday for an event that made headline news in Australia. After years of planning, the remains of the man who named Australia and mapped it were returned to the village where he was born. Mattew Flinders was laid to rest in a ceremony that involved the Royal Navy. Gemma Dawson was there.
Captain Matthew Flinders returned to his hometown of Donington, England, more than 2 centuries after he died.
This was the longest journey home for Matthew Flinders.
Making headlines on the other side of the world, Australian media here among the crowds to see this, the final journey for explorer Matthew Flinders.
I never thought I would be in Donington. I didn't know where Donington was until about a week and a half ago. But yeah, it's a wonderful little moment linking Australia and the United Kingdom.
Absolutely surreal, but it's nice to know that Flinders is coming home.
So excited.
Really great. Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah, I'm taking plenty of photos to send home so everybody else can enjoy it back in Australia.
There was an 18-gun salute for the naval captain, credited with mapping and naming Australia, before his coffin was carried into church for the service led by the Bishop of Lincoln.
In Australia, he's very well known. We have Flinders Island, we have Flinders University, Flinders Street, Flinders Station. So anywhere you go in Australia, he's incredibly well known, but not so well known over here.
Still hundreds turned up for this special homecoming, but it was only possible after Flinders' lost remains were rediscovered during work on HS2 in London in 2019.
I couldn't believe back in 2019 how this would turn out. I imagined quite a small country church service with a few people joining in and taking part in the reburial, but this is spectacular.
To come here today as Governor of South Australia, to meet the wonderful people of Donington, to meet Flinders' descendants and to see him put to rest in this way has really, I have to say, been a lifetime highlight.
Really very moving, yeah, very, very emotional. Really, when you think about all those years of history and then to finally arrive back here, we're at the end of a journey.
The local church now his final resting place.
This, the final stop for the Lincolnshire explorer, still making the news more than 200 years after his death.
The great navigator, home at last.
Gemma Dawson, BBC Look North in Donington.
Yes, Donington, just Donington, nothing else. And I know that people have been writing to me for weeks wanting us to be there on the big day and send our cameras. And of course, we did just that. And if you have a story that you think we should be covering, you know where we are, you know where I am.